Asher,
Asha.
my wonderfully talented, gorgeous,
Mm, mm, mm,
long-haired, big-boobed.
mm.
Oh,
Sorry, I was getting too into it.
like more. Tell me more.
What
Tell me
else would
more.
you like to say?
um, so we're here Wednesday. It is going to be a fun day. We've got a whole agenda laid out for you guys. We're going to talk about Tony's parade. We're going to talk about I started a wine business.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear about this.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was something to do, try, and it's kind of working out. Danielle watched a movie. She'll give us her review and maybe some comments about it. I know she feels very strongly about this movie.
I do.
We're going to recap our Why Not Wednesday, our goals for last week. We set goals. I set a goal. Danielle set a goal. Tom Galati set a goal.
Graz
So
set a goal. I don't know if he'll be watching today to report, but he did.
That's true. Graz did set a goal. I don't remember what it was. But
he was with you, but we'll get to that.
What's that?
We'll go back to that. We don't have to talk about it yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, but his goal was a long-term goal where it was kind of like, I have to, go to. He said he wanted to lose 70 by November.
Yeah, but we're going to check in with him and see how he did for the week. You were more specific, but
we want to do weekly goals and see how that sets out for us. Then we got a wise word. We have wise words Wednesday.
Ooh.
Just a little something for everybody out there. Just maybe calm everybody down, or give them soothing advice. And believe it.
Yeah. So how was it? I was not able to make it. I had a bunch of things I had to do yesterday, but I saw there were a lot of people there. It looked like, because we all love.
I didn't even eat lunch yet, so I just quickly made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yum.
I marked that I was going, and I jumped in the car and I took off, and I ended up getting there on time. In fact, early. So I went on the line, and I was waiting. People were decorating their cars. I didn't decorate my car.
Yeah,
and they had signs.
I saw that people had signs. People looked like they had presents that they were throwing to him and stuff. That was extra nice.
Well, I did throw a present, and he was being very.
You
I did.
Tell us about this present. Or is it a special thing between you and Tony?
No. I had two ideas for his birthday, and thankfully I went with the second one. So I got on the line. The parade starts, and then I take the box that I got him, and I was trying to throw it to him, and he's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Just catch the box." He's like, "I'm afraid. I'm like, "Just catch the box." So I threw it out the window. And he missed it, and it fell on the ground. But
I can understand him. I mean, he didn't know it was a frozen box of hamburgers, but I can understand the fear of having something frozen and solid tossed at you from outside from a car.
Well, it was in a box.
Yeah, which makes it harder, probably. Corners.
He could have caught it.
Yeah.
He could have. Oh, true. But I made a good toss. When you throw a box, you can't flip. It's got to just, it's got to fly up and then rise. If you flip, that's not a good throw. I made a good throw. You go back to the video. I made a good throw. He made a bad catch. But on the box, I wrote, "Happy birthday. Have fun. Oh, no, enjoy putting my meat in your mouth."
That made it extra special.
But honestly, my first idea was to get him all American.
Right.
Because I would have got him 10 hamburgers and fries, but he was like, "I'll eat one," and just to make me feel good. So I was like, you know what? I'll get him the frozen ones. He can make them whenever he wants, and they're really good. We make them here not all the time, but we make them once a week here, and they're really, really good. So I bought him a box, and but thankfully I did go with the box, because All American is closed. I don't know if they're closed just yesterday, or because of the coronavirus, or because they were redoing their parking lot.
Oh.
So they were redoing the parking lot, so they might have been closed just for that, and then they'll reopen after the parking lot's done.
Yeah, especially because obviously, you know, they have that
Right.
tight waiting room, which people clearly can't. You can't even stand 6
Right.
feet apart in there.
Well, she's also she's West Coast, right? She's
I
Oregon.
want to say Vancouver.
Staz is watching.
Morning,
Jones watching.
Florida.
Benny's watching.
Greg.
Hello, everybody.
My mom said that Bonnie just figured out yesterday that she was my mom. Not Bonnie. Bonnie's not my mom. My mom's my mom. Joan.
Bonnie was at the parade, and I saw her children, Josh and...
Oh, yeah, she said she wanted to get them out of the house. It was something to do. That's cool.
Josh and the other guy.
I don't know.
Anyway, she was at the parade, and there was a bunch of other... Sal was at the parade, Sal Katora. There's a bunch of people at the parade. Joey Petroni was at the parade.
I saw Joey's video on Facebook. That was cute.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so I was like, yeah, whatever. So,
it's all right. We get to talk about it now.
And of course, everybody was waving and cheering, and I just rolled by and I gave him the finger. I'm like,
well, you got to be you.
Yeah. So they go on a 50-year-old with a parade. I'm like, what the hell is this? Then I came home and I'm like, Danielle, don't have a parade for my birthday, please.
Oh, that's right. Your birthday is coming, isn't it? Oh.
It is, and not to say the parades aren't fun. Not to say the parades aren't fun, but I don't like. I just wish me a happy birthday. I like that.
Little birthday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 50.
I didn't realize that you and Tony were the same. Yeah, she is in Vancouver. I'm sorry. I'll get back to how old you are in a second.
Oh, wow.
She is in Vancouver, 5 minutes away from Portland.
Portland what?
Portland, Oregon.
No, how the hell could she be Portland, Oregon if she's in Vancouver? It goes Canada,
Vancouver,
Seattle, like Washington, then Oregon, then California, isn't it?
I don't know. Now you're making me doubt anything I know.
Unless yeah. She's in Vancouver, Washington.
I don't really understand the geometry. I'll have to look.
She's in Washington State.
Geometry, did I just say?
She's in Washington State, 5 minutes from Oregon.
Okay.
But it's Vancouver, Washington.
Okay.
So she's an American. She's an American, not a Canadian. You get it?
If you told me Taz was a Canadian, I would not be surprised because she's like super, super, super nice.
Like me, she's very super nice.
She's got that Canadianness about her.
Thank you, Felix. It's Brandon. Thank you. Brandon and Josh. Yes, thank you.
Oh, I was wondering why he was saying Brandon.
Yeah, it's Brandon and Josh. I forgot Brandon's name. But they were in the back seat, and I waved to them. They thought, they didn't know who I was. I'm like, hi, guys.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because you probably feel like you know them from all the stories and,
Yeah, and they're like...
Sallie just started watching. Sallie's having a birthday tomorrow, speaking of birthdays. And she's thanking you for coming by.
She did?
She did.
Yes.
She wrote, thanks for coming by.
It was fun. I had a good time. Well, what are they, like 1 minute? They're not even a minute long. Like, you go past, then you go around, you go past again. Everybody can stay home for my birthday.
Yeah, so let's talk about this for a second. So you're going to be 5 decades in a couple of weeks. Holy shit. How you feeling about that?
I'm on the back 9.
Is it freaking you out, or are you cool?
No, my age never really freaked me out. I don't know, maybe when I was 18 when this movie came out. It was that kind of...
Yeah, I definitely have those moments, too. 50.
Our Vancouver was established... Oh, Taz said our Vancouver was established first. The joke here, Washington, not D.C., Vancouver, not B.C.
Oh.
Jeff Bosey's watching. Hello, Jeff.
Good morning,
Jeff had his debut on Gov's Radio on Tuesday.
That was yesterday.
In my old time slot for comedians on hockey, which is on pause because there's no hockey. So Jeff's there. Now Tuesday with Rich Rader.
It was great.
So, yeah, they were great.
Look, we have to give each other some encouragement, and Chick Chet knows better than anyone. We all have technical difficulties during quarantine. It is like impossible not to. So they had a little glitches. I'm sure that was frustrating, but you guys were awesome. Hang in there. People are so excited about the show. I know I am.
Yeah.
So
They're
don't
good guys.
don't get put off by the tech problems, because Chick Chat knows better than anyone. You can
Tom
persevere.
Galati's watching. We got to make sure he keeps watching and see if he hit his goal of taking a shower 2 days in a row.
Yeah, Galati, we didn't forget about your showering goal.
No, we did not. Well, Danielle didn't. She wrote it down probably. I forgot.
I actually didn't. I have an elephant mind sometimes. I don't forget very important details, like how many days in a row Tom showers.
Tom says, "Hi, ladies." Actually, you know what I should do?
That's what he says every week.
I'm going to try to move the phone up here so I can just read the comments like this instead of looking down. Looking on Facebook, though. Wow, that's amazing. You're like really glowing on Facebook, but on my computer, you look kind of... see, Felix said 50 is nothing. He'll be 60 in June.
Wow, we need to have like a big... When this opens, like Govs needs to open up the doors and have a big freaking celebration of coming back and all the birthdays that we didn't get to sit at the bar and celebrate.
Yes, I like that idea.
There's so many freaking people. I can't believe you're going to be 50. Tony's 50. That's like huge milestones, and we're, stuck.
Yeah, now listen, I don't like parties or surprise parties like that. I like just, my friends, and that's it. I don't need a big like shindig. I don't need a big crazy thing for my 50th. I just want to just have a nice relaxing evening and then bone afterwards, and that's it.
All right. Well, make sure Danielle knows your goal. And it should be
Tom
good.
says he missed his goal by 1 day. Come on, Tom.
Oh my goodness. It was a good show. Jeff was so low key. Great job, Rich, keeping Jeff's mic off. Yeah, Jeff's audio was really low.
Yes.
But my mom thinks Rich did it on purpose.
Wow, that's mean. I don't think Rich did it on purpose. I was buying the wine from, and then she reached out to me. She's like, "Why don't you just start selling the wine?" And I was like, "Well, I don't really want to, get into that." And she's like, "Even if you just order yourself what you're buying from me, you're going to get a discount." I was like, "Oh, all right, that may make sense." So I kind of researched that, and then I kind of researched a little bit more, and then I pulled the trigger on Monday, and I already sold over $600 worth of wine.
Wow, that is on Monday, and today's only Wednesday.
Yeah, I was done. I was sold over 600 by Tuesday night. I started Monday afternoon. So
wow.
I like the wine. That's why I promoted it, and Danielle likes the wine, and like I said, it was 100 to 0. It's got no artificial sweeteners, no added sugar, no chemicals, and no preservatives. That
stuff is so important to people like me that have had migraines my whole life. I like to have that kind of wine. I saw I shared it for you, but there's like a Mother's Day deal coming up. I thought that was cool. Good way to promote the business. So people should check it out. That's awesome. Good for you.
And like
taking on a new venture.
Yeah, I just figured why not? Keep busy, keep active, try something different, try something new. And the wine gets delivered, and you just have to sign for it. You don't even have to be home to sign for it. You just sign the slip, leave it on your door, and then they'll bring it back. And you don't have to make an unnecessary trip to the store. So during these times, why not mitigate your risk and stay home and have the wine delivered?
We could sit around and watch Netflix all day long, every day, all day if we want. But I love that. You took on a new venture. You're trying something new. You didn't think it was going to be for you, and now look, you've had success in 3. I just think it's really cool. Good
now
for you.
Now I'm going to set a goal for May and try to hit that dollar amount, and I'm going to hit a goal for June, and I'll see how it goes. But you'll get into it what you put. You'll get out of it what you put into it. Right now, I just put little effort into it, and thankfully, good friends and have supported me and jumped on board and said, "Yeah, I'll try it." And who knows? Maybe they'll end up selling it like I did. I don't know.
Nice. Very cool.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
So anyway, again, I don't want. Yeah, so Sambuca, says Felix. Yeah, I used to love Sambuca.
I
Just
used to
tastes like liquor.
love Sambuca too. That was
Who doesn't like liquor that tastes like licorice?
that tastes like candy. Well, I guess if you don't like licorice.
Well, who doesn't like licorice? Communists. That's who.
Well, now, do you prefer red or black?
Red what? Oh, licorice black.
Right? See, I mean, I like red licorice, but I like black licorice. And I don't think everybody likes black licorice. That's like a particular taste.
I love having long black things in my mouth.
Me too.
Danielle.
I love licorice. I love chocolate. What are you talking about, Eric?
That's what I was going to say. It's black licorice, then the chocolate Hershey's licorice that Twizzlers makes.
Ooh, yeah, that one's good.
Then it's the red licorice.
That chocolate licorice is like, oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Hello, Ken Pichelle. Good morning, good morning.
So, anyway, let's get to you now. You saw a movie.
Yes.
And you feel very strongly about it. Tell us what it is.
All
why
right.
you feel so strongly about it. Would you recommend watching it? Who it stars? Who directed it?
Oh my God, I don't have all that information. But so the movie is called Bad Education, and it starred Hugh Jackman and Allison Janney. Is that how you say her name? From West Wing and Mom and
yes, Allison Janney.
Janney, right? So, it was about the case in the early 2000s where the superintendent Tassone and the assistant superintendent, they stole over $11 million, like over the course of 10 years. And they bought homes in the Hamptons and homes in the city, and he had a secret life and a lover living in like Vegas that he bought a home for. And it was like freaking crazy, and they were using the school district funds. Now, I am an advocate for schools and children and families, so like obviously, and I've done a lot of work, actually around like nepotism in school districts and things like that. So this movie clearly was going to speak to me because I know how it all works. Now, it was a movie. It was definitely Hollywooded up. They definitely exaggerated things and changed things around a little bit.
Right, because the guy who initially did it was a very ugly man, and now Hugh Jackman's playing the role. So.
Which they did do a good job making Hugh Jackman look kind of yuck. Yeah, she did, but she didn't. In the movie, she gets into like all the details and like uncovers everything. Like she doesn't do that. She didn't do that in real, but she did unveil, I think, what the assistant superintendent had done and like got the ball rolling.
Wow.
Yeah. So
a student reporter.
Yeah. So which was very cool.
What was that student reporter's name?
Rebecca something.
Good. What's Rebecca doing nowadays? She's
a school administrator. Yeah, it's very interesting.
I figured she'd go to investigative reporting since she's so good at it.
I know, right? Yeah, no, I believe what I heard or read. I read so many different articles after it was over, it's crazy. The corruption is atrocious. I know Tony was saying on the show the other day he was upset that they were making an example of Long Island. I don't agree. I think it's so important. Like it suck to have like a sore spot on Long Island where we're proud to live. But I think it's so important that we do expose these things, and that's the only way we can fix it. And I think that I'm glad to see. Not glad. That's not the right word, but it's important that we see that this stuff happens in all communities and not just particular communities. But listen. All this to say, I didn't even want to get into the point of the movie. I mean, if you have a question.
And remind everybody what school district it was again.
Oh, Roslyn School District. Roslyn on the North Shore.
It wasn't like it was a needy district or anything like that. That's a pretty wealthy district.
It's a wealthy district, and that's why they were able to take lots of money, right? But so again, now because of who I am and what I do, this movie clearly spoke to me. However, the thing that was I was so distracted the whole time by the horrible accents. I did not understand why they couldn't get someone. Like, first of all, there's enough actors and actresses from Long Island.
Right.
Cast
but are there enough famous ones?
I don't know. Maybe not. But maybe they could have sprinkled some more in. And also, okay, so like, if I started talking like this, do you think that this is Long Island? Like, don't I sound so Long Island right now? I mean, this is pretty much how they were talking the whole time. It's a little exaggerated, maybe a little Staten Island, a little New Jersey. It's certainly
Yes,
not Long Island.
no, it's definitely more Staten Island, New Jersey. You get a little of that on Long Island, but that's not prevalent.
I'm thinking I got to do the rest of the show this way, though, because clearly Long Island, I mean, this is how we talk, according to this movie, and a lot of movies out there that talk, like Tony mentioned the Buttafuoco story. They all talk like this in that one, too. I don't understand why they can't get our accent right. Are we that special in particular? I was never so happy to see Ray Romano in a movie ever because he didn't need to practice his accent because he's from Long Island. He's a school board president.
And you could have got a better actor to do it like Paul Giamatti. He would have nailed the accent.
Right? Exactly. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't. Yeah. And like, you know, like if there's like a buzzing in the room or like a light flickering and it distracts you when you're watching a movie, that's how it felt to me. Like, my friend and I were watching it together and we're texting each other as we're watching it. She's like, can you believe this shit that they got away with? I can't believe how this happened. And I'm like, can you listen to these accents? What the hell? It was really, really ridiculous. But that was what was bugging me.
How did they get away? How long were they taking the money for?
It was like 10 years.
How did they get away with it?
I don't know. Like they showed... you know, I don't know. People don't ask questions. I mean, it is so common. You know, we do not have accountability measures in place. We do not. I don't know. It's easy to get away with. It's not as easy anymore. Now things have changed. I know my friend was saying something like, if you're a school board member, you can only receive gifts up to like $75 or something like that. Like you have to report everything. Like those are all laws that changed over the years since that case. That case brought to light like a lot of the corruption behind the scenes. But like in the movie, there was I don't know what her role was, a secretary or someone that worked in the office, that she was kind of in on it, and you know she was getting benefits from it too, so she wasn't going to rat them out. I mean, it was like wild. So.
Kenny says that sounds like our sister Catherine, and Joan, your mom just stopped making fun of your mother. I guess. Your mother doesn't sound
like
that.
My mother sounds more like this. She's got a very deep voice, and people call her John when they call on the phone. So, no, she doesn't sound like Staten Island in New Jersey. I don't know why people from Do you know anyone from Long Island that talks like this? Because I don't. Except Alice and Jamie.
I do, but not too many. You know, it's not...
And they moved here from Jersey?
Probably. Long Island. I never heard anybody in my life.
Right. Long Island.
Long Island.
No.
Like, never. Not one Long Islander has said Long Island.
Never.
But yet, that's the perception around the country, that where Long Island is.
You know how many times I travel for work and people be like, ooh, talk, just talk. I need to... I want to hear. Never.
The only people I've ever heard say Long Island are people who don't live on Long Island.
Yeah, exactly. When you meet someone, you go, oh, I'm from Long Island. They're like, you're from Long Island? Okay.
Say beer. Say orange.
How do you like your coffee? Say coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Right. Mandy's watching. Hello, Mandy, the very talented
Captain
Mandy.
Jack. Mandy's got a couple of shows coming up, including Three's Company tonight at 7:30 with Bonnie.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that movie. I just the accents were killing me.
So would you recommend anybody watching it?
Yeah, look, I don't know if I talked about this on Chick Chat. I was disappointed, and I keep forgetting the name. What was the name of the Gilgo Beach murder movie? Something Girls. Lost Girls. That movie came out. Okay, so Lost Girls came out right before Tiger King craze went off, right? And everybody starts watching Tiger King and then wants to solve the murder mystery of Carol Baskin's husband. Meanwhile...
There's no mystery. There's no murder mystery. Carol killed her husband.
Hey, Rebecca Newman. Oh, my cousin's watching.
Hey, Rebecca.
So, she's cute. She's really cute. So, anyway. Lost Girls. So, Lost Girls is about the Gilgo Beach murders. And I felt like Long Island should be watching it and, like, collectively solving that damn murder of those poor girls and instead of Carol Baskin. So, I like watching things that happen on Long Island. I'm not ashamed of like looking at the sore spots because I think we get glorified enough that it's important that we also look at the shame of Long Island because we need to do that to improve and solve murders.
You have Long Island guilt?
No, I don't have any guilt at all. I'm just very realistic about we have flaws, lots of them.
Nick, what do you want? I'm doing something.
Yeah. You're interrupting the show, Nick. What's up? Nick, come on camera if you got to talk to your father. What's going on?
Nick, if you're going to talk, come on camera and talk. No. He said he's too cool for that camera.
Danielle sounds like the secretary in Ferris Bueller doing her boss's voice on the phone.
So I thought Lost Girls was just a remake of the Lost Boys movie in the 80s with Kiefer Sutherland and Alec Winter.
That movie does not and should not be remade. It's a classic and it's remade.
The Coreys.
Oh, I love the Coreys. Dream a Little Dream. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Oh, Coreys were good. Jason Patrick, why is that he not popping into my head?
He was Corey's brother. Diane Wiest was the mother.
Oh, you're talking about which one? Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I went
Jason
to Dream a Little Dream and
thinking
of them.
He was the Corey's brother.
Yeah.
Corey
I know. I remember.
Yeah.
Kiefer.
And what was the girl's name? The good-looking girl, the vampire girl.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
I want to say it's not Phoebe Cates, but that's the only night.
Well, Phoebe Cates is a good guess because she was in like 85% of 80s movies.
That's not her name.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
It's not Phoebe Cates.
But Gertz.
Yes, Jamie Gertz. That's what it is.
Forgot about her.
Yeah, she was excellent. She was gorgeous. Not the pillow, Nick. Come on. Stop.
Oh my goodness, Nick. We're on the air, man. So
just the pillowcase, Nick.
What is going on? Is he gonna put coins in it to beat his brother?
No, I'm making him throw down the sheet so I could wash him. Being a pest. Yes,
this makes for very good television.
I know, he's killing me. So we got to recap. All right, so the next thing. So we'll go with the movie now. You good with the movie?
I'm good. I got it out of my system. I had to make fun of those accents because I needed some solidarity from our viewers that, I'm not alone in thinking that's so ridiculous. I mean, maybe I was alone in how much it bothered me. Tony was bothered by the fact that they made Long Island look bad, which is like a normal reaction, and I was upset because the accents were so horrendous.
Oh, by the way, Tom wants to know if you're taking requests for a song Sunday. So you're doing songs from
my living room. Edition 3. Yeah, you can make a request. I gotta tell, people have been making the. Okay, so singers often have this thing where like Sweet Caroline or Freebird, like things that are very popular that a lot of people want to hear and nobody wants to hear, right? Not me. For some reason, people are requesting, like, my good friend that I grew up with requested a Prince song that's Sometimes It Snows in April. It's a beautiful song. It's really hard. It is not, I can't do it on karaoke. Someone else suggested, like, a Nina Simone song that's, like, a lot less popular. Again, it's like, I got to find the karaoke track. If I had a musician, it's a totally different thing. So I feel bad because I do want to take people's requests, but I keep getting ones I can't fill.
And you can't fill my request at all?
Oh, that's right. You asked for, which one was it? You've requested it a couple times now. I keep wanting to say Baby's Got Back, but that's not what you requested. What was it? I can't think of the name. 2 Live Crew.
Oh, me so horny.
Ow!
Oh, me so horny. Me love you long time.
Yeah, we just did it. Do you want to come on?
You gotta do the whole song.
Do you want to come on as a special guest and perform it with me?
How am I gonna do that?
I don't know. We have enough trouble with technology.
I can't come over.
I know. I could zoom you in.
We're in quarantine.
Ow!
I think.
So horny.
I think. Hold on a second. You do the show for a second. I gotta take care of something.
Do you believe this? What is happening right now? I've used that for auditions. I got the part of Mary Magdalene in Jesus
Good
Christ
one.
Superstar singing that song, but Ice Ice B and Me So Horny. Come on, guys. Come on.
I think you should do it.
I do have.
Can you sing?
And I start singing "Let It Go."
What is all right? So Frozen came out.
Freakishly, that one sounds like a duet. I assume he's talking about Me So Horny.
Frozen came out in 2013. So here's a story about Frozen.
Okay.
So my older son would have been 9 at the time, and my younger son would have been 6 or 7, probably 7. Yeah, 7 at the time. So I'm thinking it's just another Disney movie. I don't know what it is. Frozen. Cool, I'm like, I don't know what Frozen is, but maybe they were daggers at 9 and 7. Like,
that is hilarious.
Angry as all can be. So of course, what do? I start, rubbing it in, singing, "Let It Go" and "Do You," and they were even madder in the car. They were like, "That was the worst movie ever. Why would you take us to see that movie?" I'm like, I didn't know it was. So yeah, I took them to see Frozen.
That is an excellent story.
Yeah.
So wait, just to catch up on a few thoughts here. Greg DiFilippo said, "Did you know that Chick Chat was Carrie Gervais's name on her first podcast with Patty Rosso? How do you pronounce it? Russell? I can't say it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Rossborough.
Oh yeah,
but
that's right.
I didn't know that, and someone gave us the name, so we can change it if we need to.
Chick Chat. I wonder if we have to change it now.
We can.
They changed it to.
We don't want to be stealing anyone's stuff.
Carrie and Patty Roseborough?
Roseborough? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Rosenborough or Roseborough. They changed it. Oh, Two Tired Twats. That's what it is. That's what they are now.
That's a little different. But, yeah. I mean, I do love that we're Chick Chat, but I was thinking maybe we needed to consider changing the name. I feel like, that's a whole other conversation. Uncle Eric needs to beat Nick.
You do the other part. Ready?
Come I don't even know it.
Come on, Barbie. Let's go party.
What do I say? There you go, Bosie. We got it for you.
Those little lines.
There was one other. Oh, I wanted to answer Felix. Felix, do I do Grace Slick? Well, you better believe I do. It's really hard to do karaoke, though. It's too good. Grace Slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to do band in front of a band to do Grace Slick. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, so my lovely landlords who I adore and have been friends of mine now for, I think we're going on like 11 or 12 years. The way we met is because Don produces amazing shows, and he was doing a 40th anniversary Woodstock show, and I was the ever so lovely Grace Slick in his Woodstock show. It was freaking phenomenal. So that's how we met. And then whenever I get up and sing with his band, it's usually a White Rabbit or Somebody to Love or something.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of broadcasts interrupted for ourselves and you guys could set goals too. It could be very simple. I want to work out this week one time. It doesn't have to be anything life-changing or life-altering, or it could be tiny little goals, whatever it is. So Tom Galati's goal was to shower 2 days in a row this week. He said he missed his goal. I don't know if he was just joking or he actually did miss his goal. I'm not 100% sure.
Knowing Tom, I'm guessing it was a joke, but not because of the showering thing, because, that can go either way. But just because I know he's a jokey kind of guy.
Right. All right, so we think he took a shower 2 days in a row?
I think he might have. I mean, would his wife put up with it if he didn't? I don't know her, so I'm not sure.
Maybe the wife's not showering either.
Maybe they're both, collecting grease.
Maybe they're conserving soap.
Okay.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Conserving soap and taking showers together.
If he's lucky. They are lucky.
Minor.
No.
All right, so we think Tom might have missed the goal. Danielle, what was your goal?
My goal was to begin that I was talking about that website Udemy, Udemy, which is all like
Yes.
trainings and workshops, and I had gotten like a comedy writing workshop just to kind of, again, I know nothing beats a live comedy class when you get real critiques and work with other people, but I'm an intellectual kind of person, so I wanted to wrap my brain around just some of the theories behind. It sounds very funny when you talk about it this way. But so my goal was to start that class, and I did. I'm halfway through. Been giving me good ideas and working on. It's like a 4-hour class, and it like goes in pieces. Thank you. So.
Oh, bow again. Bow again.
Yeah, I wonder why you want me to bow. Wait.
Yeah. Did you ever notice, like, well, I don't know if anybody else does it, but I've been doing it, like, like what you're wearing right now and what you're showing.
Yeah.
I've been tending to go like this.
I did see you doing that earlier. I did.
Yeah. Oh, Jessica's wife. So you met your goal, and you're halfway through.
I did, and it's not very exciting, but my goal for next week's going to was to drop 5 pounds. You wanted to get on it. You lost 5.
I lost. I missed my goal by 1.
Oh, but that's good. That 4 pounds is a great start. I know
Yeah.
You wanted to hit that 5, but weight loss, it's very hard to predict that stuff. So I would be very happy with 4.
I'm okay with it. I'm going to go for 3 by next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to lower my goal.
No, and
if I get 4 again, then I get by 1.
I think that's good. And you, the first week, you lose more weight than you do the second week. Because you start losing water and then it slows down. So cool.
Right. So I'm going to try to go down 3 next week. So that'll be a total of 7, which is pretty damn good.
Excellent. Raz is watching at the moment.
Okay.
So we'll have to call into Limo Talk Thursday night and ask.
I hope he's since college. I don't think I could lose 70 pounds.
I would like to lose like 50.
Almost high school.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
You could do
but I'm going to try to go 3 next week. So if anybody else has any goals that they want to set for themselves, Danielle's going to finish the second half of Udemy, the comedy class, and I'm going to lose 3. Your haircut and a shave away from that 1 pound, says Chris.
Oh yeah. How long is your hair? Show us.
Oh, let's see. I bought gel because I got to start doing my hair. It's really not growing that long in the front. Not
as fast as you, I think, we're thinking, but it's definitely growing.
Yeah. My sides are starting to puff out.
But I like Chris's suggestion. If you got a haircut and shave, that you'd make that 5.
Like once my sides puff out a lot, I'm gonna look like the villain from Lemony Snicket.
You're reminding me of something else too, and I can't place what it is. Oh my God! Can you please do that to your hair officially for next week? Oh Lord! Thank you.
I'm checking out that cleavage.
It just is what it is, people.
Yeah, you can't help that you're so naturally well endowed.
Even when I was skinny, they don't go away. I mean, they might shrink a little bit, but it just is what it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm blessed. Curves and boobs. What can I say? Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Mom.
All right, so I'm gonna try to lose 3 next week, and we'll check in on that. Yes, call Limo Zoom. Graz is a great guest on that show.
Yeah, because last week Graz was a guest on his own show.
Who ran it?
Bobby and Mike O'Toole, and I forget who else. But Graz said he wasn't going to be on because his wife was giving him shit about whatever. And then he, of course, popped in anyway because he cannot leave Bobby's side. He loves him some Bobby-ins.
He loves his Bobby-ins. I love you, Bobby-ins.
I'm surprised Graz's goal last week wasn't to get closer to Bobby. Find more ways to be near Bobby.
I know we're supposed to be 6 feet apart, but I'm going to settle for 5.
I need to be closer to you. He doesn't want to lose weight. He wants to lose feet and how close he can be to Bobby.
That's right. Hey, Joey Cole is watching. How are you?
Joey Cole, your call-in yesterday was awesome. You are awesome. He was great.
Yes, nobody's going to be able to call in for my birthday because
You just don't you worry. Maybe people have things
No,
up their sleeves.
nobody's going to be able to call in because first it's on a Friday. I only do the show on Wednesdays now.
Yes, and God forbid we celebrated early or something.
Can't do that. That would be bad. That'd be terrible. Terrible.
I'm not really
Terrible.
worried about what you have to say about that.
All right.
So, all right. So you had a new segment you wanted to introduce for us, as you mentioned in the beginning of the show.
I
Something
did.
about
I
our
did. I was going to do it
wise.
last week, but I think it's more pertinent this week, in fact.
Well, tell us. Tell us.
So we have wise words. We're trying to keep everything with the W or, kind of frame it with a W, but this is a Wise Words Wednesday segment. Wise Words.
Wise words.
Eric and Danielle.
Eric
But this
Montgomery Shevland. Just
Eric Montgomery Shevland.
No.
Should I do it in this voice? My wise words. Maybe more people pay attention if I talk like this. My wise words. All right. There's supposedly going to be a meat shortage
okay.
in the country. Now, we understand why. It's not that there's a lack of meat. It's just that there's a lack of production of the meat.
Okay.
However, and a lack of transportation to get the meat to the stores. Please don't go out and hoard the meat. If you have a family of 10, I fully expect your cart to be full. If you are a family of 4, just buy what you need. The meat's going to be there. You may not be able to have your usual chicken or steak, or you may have to buy a different cut of steak, or you might, but it'll be there. Relax. There's almost 1 billion pounds of chicken frozen, ready to be shipped. There's almost 1 billion pounds of beef frozen and ready to be shipped, and pork ready to be shipped.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the production's slowing down a little bit. It will be there, but leave some for somebody else. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
If you need 5 packs of meat for the week, just get 5. Don't get 20. Don't get 50. Don't get 100. Get 5, and let somebody else. It's a trying time right now, but let somebody else, especially the elderly or the infirm, or let them get what they need. Please, please, don't let children go hungry. Don't let just the truck drivers get back on the road. They're going to start bringing it. Okay, so just leave some for somebody else. Don't hoard it like you did toilet paper.
Not that I'm
Well,
like
that's
hoarding.
the thing too. Like we didn't necessarily need it, but we bought one toilet paper. One,
Right.
It wasn't even the big one. It was just one small pack.
That's
just
what
in
I got
case.
yesterday. Yeah.
But also, I'm willing to share it. Like I happened to buy them, and my father needed one, so I took a whole big pack and I brought it to my father. I didn't just take one roll. I took the whole pack and I drove it out to my father. So that's kind of why I'm doing it, just in case. It's not like I'm keeping going, oh, yeah, well, good luck finding it.
Right.
I'm doing it for, my father who's 80 and my in-laws. I'm not going to say their age because my mother-in-law would kill me. But, if they need it, I have it. And I'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
Especially now that there's no traffic on the road. I'm in it, what normally would take 45 minutes to an hour is now taking me a half hour.
Yeah, that was my thinking when I picked up the extra, like you said, the small one, because I was thinking I'll get it because if someone else I needs it,
right.
I can send it. Are you laughing at the comments? I see you smiling.
Yeah, Beth said there's already short of good meat, just saying. I don't know if she means in the bedroom or in the grocery store.
Let's just say, Beth, yes. Beth and I are in the same boat. She also wants to compete with me. She set her goal going, we could do that. Maybe for your birthday.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Now I'm ready to celebrate.
Oh my God, you just gave me such a good idea.
Greg wants to know, can I find flour or bleach? But the whole bread aisle is full. What is the problem?
I know, but people are bored, so they're baking, and I wanted to be like
okay.
that as well and bake a bread, and I couldn't. Hi, Valentina.
Greg, if I find flour or bleach, I'll grab it for you and I'll ship it down to you. That's all. I'll find it and I'll ship it down to you.
Beth, a lot of people are agreeing with your shortage of good meat. We all know. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, if you really need the flour, Greg, let me know. I'll look for it. I haven't specifically looked for it because we don't need it. But yeah, if you need it, I'll find it for you.
Yeah, I haven't looked for flour, but I did notice that the flour shelf was low yesterday because I was looking for other baking stuff, and I noticed So that's interesting because I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Well, the problem is we don't use a lot of flour because we have the kids. I'll call you later if you really the new hotbed.
Hotbed. Oh yeah.
But bleach I've seen, but they're not the big bottles. They're like the little skinny bottles that maybe you use for I don't know, 20 loads, like the little skinny whole bottles. That I've seen. Sugar, butter, yeast. Andy Shaka's watching. Robin Eve's watching. Hello, Robin. How are you?
Robin Eve had her live show on News 12 singing her original music. It was awesome. Her beautiful smile lit up that screen. Robin, just shout out to you because you're freaking fabulous. So good. I need yeast. Can't find it anywhere. Flour's in stock most places. Yeah, the yeast thing. It's so weird.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to look for yeast. Although I did look for brown sugar the other day, and that was gone. So maybe that's what it is for the baking.
Sorry.
Maybe that's what it is for the baking.
Yeah, probably. Huh. I have brown sugar because I make chocolate chip cookies a lot.
I need yeast. Okay, I'm gonna find yeast for Chris then.
No, for me too. I said it first, and Chris also. I got my flour to make my bread and then had no yeast. So you need to find double for me and for Chris.
Okay.
But if you only can find enough for one, give it to Chris because it's not that important for me. I just want to.
No. I'm gonna go look. In fact, I'll go look later today because I think I know where to find it. I just have to. And there'll be enough to split between both of you.
That's good. Little subliminal gums radio push. But great job. It was really good. So, Mr. Shevlin, should we move? It's 1 minute to 12.
Oh and
it's about time. Well, first of all, just to wrap up, actually, the wise words. I appreciate.
Yeah, wrap it up. I'm not good at wrapping things.
I see. I like that we use all these W's because I feel like if someone really wanted to make us into a drinking game, they'd be wasted with all the W. Like drink every time they say something with a W.
Every time a word begins with W, we drink.
But if you do that, do not drink Sambuca because you will get a bad hangover.
Oh, now Robin needs yeast.
She's trying to get in on it. I'll share my... That sounds awful. I'm not going to say that. But if you can find...
I'm trying to figure out where you guys live.
You can come... I don't know where Chris lives.
Chris lives west of you.
Okay, so you start with Chris, go to me. Because me and Robin are both South Shore.
You'd have to put it in coffee cans.
Coffee cans?
Yeah, I'm wondering. If the place I know might have it. I'm going to check. I'm going to look into it. This is going to be my thing for the rest of the day, besides doing my laundry.
Chris, I am so not a baker. I don't even know what that means. She's go to a bakery and they will probably sell it. I don't know what that means.
Like it comes in a block and you have to shred it or something like cheese?
I don't know. That sounds awful.
The hell is block yeast? And bleach to yeast.
It went from meat to flour to bleach.
How did that happen?
It sounds like a bad bad day.
So, Rivalry Wednesday. Nice, Ken. Very funny. I miss NHL's Rivalry Wednesday. Oh, I'm in Cutchogue. Please mail the small envelopes. Oh, so you're out there. So I would have to go 1, 2, 3. So I'd have to go Danielle, Robin, Chris.
Yay, I'm first. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Geographically won.
Now I'm just kind of curious if I can even get it.
Yeah, well, you're competitive too, obviously. It's a challenge. You want to rise to the challenge. So I think
flour I know I can get.
I don't need flour.
No, but Greg does.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's do our wacky stories because we've spent way too much time on yeast.
All right. Well, you're going first, right? We're going to do a wacky stories. We're going to wrap up on Wednesday.
We're going to wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up on Wednesday.
Exactly, Greg. Sounds like a lot of people need Monistat. I agree. Jesus. All right, so here's my wacky story. Thank you to my beautiful sister, the New York Post. I don't know how wacky it is, as it just made me laugh so very hard. De Blasio's social distancing tip line flooded with penis photos and Hitler memes. So, yes, I agree. So, Mayor de Blasio critics let him know how they really felt about him ordering New Yorkers to snitch on each other for violating social distancing rules by flooding his new tip line with crank complaints. It was flooded with dick pics and people flipping the bird, the Post had learned. Photos
and here it is. I'm just going to say one thing, and I'm not.
We don't have to even keep reading the story. Go ahead.
I'm not even going to make it a political thing, but you might as well call it the Gestapo. And you got all these people calling and this is every president, not just Trump, but all these people call the president of the United States a Nazi, and that here he is setting up a hotline to turn in your neighbors.
It's so nuts. An NYPD source said the dick pic photos of real penises have also been texted to 311, and a caller phoned in a tip that de Blasio was seen performing oral sex on someone in an alleyway behind 7-Eleven early Sunday. It's just not so.
Right.
So.
Oh my! She wanted to cut the shaft. All right, here we go.
So what do you got for us there, Mr. Montgomery?
Let me go with this one. Let me go with this one. All right. Oh man, guess where my story comes out of?
Oh, let me guess. Chicago? Is it Florida?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, what a surprise!
This goes back to Christmas, though. It's a Christmas story. In St. Petersburg, after handing out Christmas gifts of marijuana to passerby, a 67-year-old man was arrested. What's his name here? Oh, Ellis Spurrier. Oh, Richard Ellis Spurrier. They approached him at 11:30 p.m. after someone notified them that he was passing out pot to people at 16 2nd Street near Central Avenue. When they approached Spurrier, police said officers noticed he had bits of marijuana hanging off his right shirt sleeve in his backpack.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't you just disguise it as mistletoe? I don't know. But anyway, in his backpack, officers said they found a bag of marijuana that weighs 1.5 ounces, a purple glass pipe, and a black digital scale with marijuana residue. When asked why he was handing out weed, Spurrier replied, "Because it's Christmas."
I do associate Christmas and weed. That's just how I think, of course.
All the time. That's how my family rolls. He was charged with possession of marijuana with intent to sell or distribute, and possession of drug paraphernalia. But there you go. See?
Okay.
Even
well,
during the Christmas season.
You know, and the sad thing is, like you said, he could have disguised it so easily. There's lots of green things.
Oh my God. We got them a pot holder and weed. So you can put the pot in the pot holder. Can you imagine somebody's like, a grab bag, where they bring.
Yeah, they think they got the shitty pot holder from the dollar store.
They reach into the pot holder, and there's really pot inside of it.
I think that if you did one of those, what do you call it? The ones where you steal each other's gifts. That one would get a lot of play.
Yankee swap.
Yeah. I love those.
That's racist. You shouldn't call it a Yankee swap.
Well,
that's
I don't.
Racist to Yankees.
Okay. I'm okay with it. We all know what limits we have. I'm okay with.
I'm gonna call it a Met swap.
Oh. Dodger swap. Do you have any other wacky stories for us?
No, that's it for today. You got one, I got one, and that's it. That's our show for today.
And we are winning.
But anyway, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, for watching, for sharing, for commenting. That's very, very kind of you. We appreciate all the support. Hopefully, one day, very soon, we'll be back into the studio where I can see Danielle Brestis right in front of me, and I can sneak peeks like every 10, 15 seconds, where now it's kind of like, only could see half. It isn't fun for me. Yay! But I want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, listening, and sharing and commenting. We really appreciate it. I know we don't have the normal support that we do if we were in the studio, but we want to thank you guys for sticking it out with us and hanging in with us there every Wednesday for at least an hour.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I second everything he just said. Oh yeah, pink elephant. I think that's right. Thanks, Anita. That's good. So yeah, what Eric just said. We love you guys. We're so grateful for your participation. Send us your wacky stories if you have something you want us to share. Have any wise words, or if you need any advice from Eric or myself.
Yeah, and listen, you guys could give us your wise words, your wisdom of the week. You could set your goals of the week. Tell us what the goals are. Put it in the comments, and we'll check in next week. I'm going to try to lose another 3 pounds. I lost 4. Now I'm going to try to lose 3. Danielle's going to finish you to me. So, even if you just want to send us your quick little goals and meet them with us, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We're on the journey together.
We would love that. All right. Well, everyone have a wonderful week. Thank you to my lovely co-host, Eric Montgomery Shevlins.
Hey,
and
good
I am Danielle Asher, and we will see you next week for Chick Chat. Oh, and Friday, tune into Quarantine Life. I mean, every day Quarantine Life is 2 o'clock, different host from your favorite Gubs radio show. But Friday, I will be hosting again, kicking off the new round. But every day, 2 o'clock, I'm not sure who's on today. And then, I'll plug my own singing, Songs from My Living Room. 3rd edition, Sunday, 7 p.m. on my Facebook page. Please come join me.
You'll be singing Me So Horny, right?
And apparently Ice Ice Baby. Mm-hmm. So everyone have a great week. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. A wonderful week. And we will see you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.